Hey, I'm Micah from Nick Fam TV, and I have
Friendly
here with me, and we just wanted to give a big shout out to our friends over at Hoosierback.
Hoosierback, Hoosierback, Hoosierback,
Hoosierback.
Hoosierback Outdoors. Hello and welcome once again to Hoosierback Outdoors. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I sure appreciate it. If you like fishing, then you'll probably like this channel. Reach down, hit that subscribe button, become part of the Hoosierback family. Give this video a big thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you're notified every time we post new videos. And also you won't miss out on any of the giveaways that we have. There's some steam coming off the ponds. I know you can see that behind me. I'm at the ponds. I'm gonna try some topwater, see if we can get a topwater bite. This past week, we had some record-breaking heat. I mean, it was really warm. Reminded me a lot of the time I had growing up in Arkansas. We get it on occasion here, and last week was one of those times, but now it has cooled off quite a bit, so you could say this is post-cold front. So I'm not quite sure how the fish will bite, if they will at all. It is in the mid to low 50s this morning. Probably a little too cool for these short sleeves, but the water temperature is much warmer than the air temperature, as evident by all the steam coming off the ponds. But we're gonna throw the chest camera on and see if we can catch a few fish. So stay tuned. Fogged up already. Maybe you can see this. I'm gonna start out with the Guggen Baits Hound. It's like a walking style bait. Haven't had much success on these style. I also have a Weston in there that's a white color. But we're gonna try this perch color one. I haven't had much success with these, but I also haven't fished them as much as I have other topwater styles. Also have the buzz bait tied on, and as always I've got the wacky rig tied on just for follow-up. So we'll step right over here and try this out. I put on my rubber boots because I know this grass is tall and it is covered in water because the air is so thick. Tied up around the hooks. That is actually inside the split ring. That's not good. Here we go. I got it out. I think I'm tied up on the hooks again. Well, this will not be good. Wow, I really wrapped it up good that time. Well, this is one thing about this lure I don't like already. Man, I just do not like that. Every cast. Every cast. It's wrapped up again. All right, well, we're taking this off. I ain't doing that. And I had such high hopes. We're gonna try this swing pop from Strike Pro. It's an 85 size. It's like a jitterbug, except obviously it's from Strike Pro and it's a little bit longer profile on this thing. This one here is a little more of a straight retrieve and not quite as much a popping style. Something different. Here we go. Let's try it right here on this corner. Oh, what a beautiful noise. Reminds me a lot of a jitterbug. I only fished this a couple times last year. There's one. That didn't take long. Get up here. Couldn't resist, could he? Couldn't resist. Could not resist. Man, that fish is warm. That fish is really, really warm. He smashed it. The minute I started reeling it, he had a fit. What a great fish. He is so warm, it feels good. It's chilly out here. What a great fish. What a great fish. Well, there you go. It's a swing pop from Strike Pro. Not a lot of weight to this size, but don't cast very good on a bait caster. You notice that not once has my hooks got wrapped up in my line. Okay, we moved over to this bank for a minute. Looks like something's chasing shad right there. I wonder if they'll chase this. Try it over here. Got to be a fish. There's one. Got him. He's a small one. Just as I said, there's got to be a fish down through there. He hits it. There we go. Well, I'm gonna need the pliers. There we go. Pliers work so much better. Another little buck bass. That is a small feller. There we go. Let's get you back in the water. Oh, he's happy. Happy to be back in there. Now this pond over here, a lot of the grass has died in it, and the it's so shallow that the grass just fills the pond up in the spring. Well, now that it's getting to be summertime, the grass has all died and sank back to the bottom. So this pond is actually turning into a lot better pond to catch fish out of. Especially with topwater because it's shallow all over. Let's make a few casts out here. Usually I get one or two to bite over on this side, but I don't know. There's another one. Oh, that one's a little nicer. A little bit nicer. Oh, it came off right there. Might have been horsing it a little too much. Might have been horsing it a little too much. That fish smoked it. Let's see if we can make this happen. Still a little bit of grass down there. Sure is. The fish was a little bit nicer. What? I ain't bird nested in forever. And well, just did. Now, out of all those casts, that's the first time that this is wrapped up, and for good reason. There is a deer blowing at me. Not very happy that I'm here. I hear over behind me. Probably a mama, because they've all got babies right now. I've seen a bunch of little bitty ones lately. All right, one more cast down through here with this. Let's see if they've forgotten how bad it hurt their mouth. You got the buzz bait on. Let's try it for a minute. There's one. Knew there had to be one over there. Get him in here. Knew there had to be one over there. And there was. Still warm. Still warm. Just a small one. That's okay, buddy. Yeah, I love a good buzz bait. I forgot to turn the camera on, and I have brought my ultralight out to try to catch a crappie or something, and I have caught a big fish on this little ultralight. That is a nice bass, and I've got 4-pound line on here. This is a nice fish. I really don't want to lose him. I really don't want to lose him. Do not want to lose this fish. I cannot believe I caught this nice fish on this little tiny grub. Oh my goodness. He's got a messed up lip. Man, that's way too far down there. Don't want to high stick him either. Got it. Wow, look at that fish. Oh my goodness. I'd given up on the fish, on the bass fishing, and I had grabbed my ultralight, forgot to turn my camera on, and this bass hits a white, simple white swirltail grub. Oh my goodness. That's a nice one. Look at how skinny she is. She would have been real nice in the spring. What a crazy, I was fixing to give up and go home. I'm telling you. I was just about to give up and go home. I say 2.5. No, 0 it out. 214. 214. See that? That's crazy. What a nice mama right there. I'll get some pictures of her and then we'll put her back. Let her get some water. Okay. Oh, don't shake, my girl. Man, oh man, what a fish. What a fish. All right, let's let her go. I was about to give up and go home. There you go, girl. Let's see her swim off. I can't believe I got her in on that ultralight and that tiny jig. Wow, what a ride. That was so much fun. See, that just goes to prove that no matter how fancy your lures are, how big and how many bass lures you have and how many fancy rigs you have, never underestimate, never sleep on the white swirltail grub. I'd fished for topwater for a while, fished some finesse for a while. They wasn't biting on finesse, and I was just about to give up and go home. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna grab my ultralight and see if there's any panfish in here that's biting. There's red ear, there's bluegill, there's crappie. And so I started throwing that white swirltail grub around and I got a bite. Set the hook. I thought it was a crappie. It was a real small bite. And when I set the hook, then it took me for a ride. Had to loosen my drag. Could not believe I got that fish in. Wow. Wow. That was so much fun. That just goes to prove that you don't need the biggest and best of everything. You can still catch big fish even with a light line, light tackle, a light rod and reel. And actually, it's a lot of fun with that light setup if you can get them in. I was afraid the whole time I wasn't going to get her in. You could tell she was post-spawn, real skinny. That fish should probably go 3.5 pounds in the spring when she's full of eggs. Really nice fish for these ponds. A lot of fun to catch. A lot of fun to catch. Thank you so much for going on this trip with us today. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around this long. It is a blessing to have you in the audience and watching us every time we post some new videos. We'll see you next time. But until next time, get out there and enjoy the outdoors. We'll see y'all later.